Hello everybody and welcome to the RV tour. I just wanted to give you a tour of the RV. Now this side, I did not pull out the bed because I wanted to show you these are the brackets that hold it in place. There is a flap that comes down and locks the crossbar. See, there's a crossbar and then there's one that comes down. So you have to unhook the one that comes down in order to swing this bar over to the side, which allows the bed to unfold. It's really easy. So that's how the bed unfolds. Now this is a hybrid. So your kitchen, bathroom, and living room is in the middle part, which is the 17-foot. And then the two beds pop out, one in the front, one in the back. The front one we did not take down because I wanted to show you at the front. So you've got jacks on all four corners with the levelers. And then you've got what they call the chokes, I think, for the tires. And then here we have an electronic jack for the hitch, to unhitch it from the car. We've got a battery, propane, and a spare tire for the trailer. So everything is neatly stored there. I'm gonna go closer so I can show you. See, there's the tire. That's the propane tanks. That's the battery with the on and off switch. And then right there, that little green thing, that's to level the trailer. I believe there's one or two around the trailer too. Not sure. And then you've got your electronic jack, up and down, on and off. It's on the off position right now. And it lifts from the base there, right there, this round metal thing. That goes up and down, so you can detach from the hitch, whatever you're pulling it with. And the chains are there, the electrical wiring, the plug-in, so you can plug it into the car for the lights when you're on the road. So that's pretty much the outside. It has security light there. And then if we go around, there's a compartment there that once you open the flap, this holds it in place. There is the mechanism which hooks into the door to keep the outer door open, or both doors open if you want. Then you've got the two speakers there. Here is a metal bracket that slides in this groove for your barbecue outside. You've got the vent right there for the heating system. And of course some more lights. There's a light up there too. Where is it? Right up there. Along with the vent for above the stove. And of course we have the awning, which you saw in another video. And then here is the tent. I'm going to go to the other side. This is the one we opened. So there you go. We also have a rack right there. It is at a bit of an angle. It needs to be re-welded. It's kind of crooked. But yeah, so there's the tent. And see, here's that flap I was telling you about. This thing. It it goes there and then it goes up. So when you unlock it, it goes down and over. And so there it is. I'll take you closer. So this is for the runoff for the rain. But if you pick this up, there's this layer that velcros on here. And it overlaps on the corners, again with Velcro. And then there's an inner layer which is also Velcroed down. So you got Velcro here for the inside. You got the Velcro for the outside, which overlaps here, so no rain gets in. Plus you have this. So it is really well thought out. And then of course here you got, whoa, I didn't see that branch. Here you've got the electrical plug-in, which we have it plugged into the house with an extension cord because my boyfriend likes to hang out in it sometimes. And then that is the vent for the refrigerator, I believe, because the refrigerator is there. And then that's the outdoor shower, the water hookup. What's the other thing for? That's for the cable hookup. And then you got another storage compartment right there. And then if you look way up, that's the vent right there. That's the vent for the shower, the fan. So that window there is the couch area, the living room. And then over here, that's the bathroom window. All right, I'll take you into the RV now. Now we'll go inside. So that's the bed. That's not set up. That's the front of the trailer. And then there is the refrigerator. And that's the door to the bathroom. And then that is the one that is set up, the bed. And then there is the kitchen. So I'll just close this door. And then we'll go through it. Oh, the lights go on. Okay then. So now this is a curved bench. So it's three-sided. It goes around and then there. Now there you can see the cushion has been folded up. And that's because Scott cannot take the heat. And he put in a little portable air conditioner, which the trailer does support the power to that. It doesn't take much power. And so he chose to not have that seat, which we don't need it. We're only 2 people. Like even this table that comes with the RV, we usually have it set up outside because we spend our days outside, not inside. In the evening, we may sit here and just lounge and watch TV. Or just chit chat or whatever. We don't need a table in here. So that is the fridge, and there's his TV, all his electronics. He needs to have his electronics. He also has a portable DVD player that he will plug in to watch DVDs, or if he can get internet connection through, through the internet, get a connection, he'll watch his Google or his Netflix or anything like that, which you have at home. But nowadays, as long as you got internet, you can hook up to all that stuff. So there's that. And then that is to charge his phone. And all I know is when you go to the bathroom, you got to flick that switch so that the water is turned on. Other than that, I don't know any of the electronics that come with it. It's all him. I do recognize that as a thermostat. Oh, that's probably the gray, black, and freshwater tanks. Tells you how full they are. That's probably what it is, because the switch is to turn on the water when you're using the toilet. We don't use it if we don't have to, so the switch is always off. But when we do, or if I'm doing dishes, I need water in the kitchen, that switch goes on. But the majority of the time that switch is off. Even when we're camping, it always goes off. Yeah, and then that switch is for the bathroom. So there's the round beige thing there is, I think, the air conditioning, or it could be the heating vent, or maybe it vents under the bathtub because the bathtub's there. And then there's that one, which might be a vent for the fridge, air circulation, or it could be the heating system. I'm not sure. I don't know this stuff. This is all Scott. If I had to, I could learn, I could figure it out, but I don't need to, so. And then there's the fridge. He just has his pop there for when he goes on road trips. But it's a pretty fair size, has a freezer in here. Enough to hold, a few packs of meat, maybe a tub of ice cream. That's all you need the freezer for. And it does have three-way. On and off, and then your three-way. I think that's three-way, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, gas goes down. Oh, gas and electric, I guess. So when it's up, you're using a gas, and then when it's down, you're using electric. I think that it's only the two. All right, so moving on. The next thing on this wall would be the bathroom. I love this mirror. It came with it. I really love the etching on it. It's a little bit of vintage. You know what I mean? I love that mirror. So beautiful. I told Scott never ever to take it off. Well, unless we sell the RV. Then I want it. Put something else there. But that's a beautiful mirror. And then here is the bathroom. Look, you're looking at the door. All right. So it is this RV is very small, so it's hard. Oh, hi. How's it going? Fancy meeting you here. So there's the window. And then we put in some hooks there. And we got our backup toilet paper up there. Along with, he bought that toilet paper rack, which also holds the baby wipes. And then that wood tray, so you can put, I don't know, a bag with your razor, or a bag with your cuticle stuff. I don't know, whatever you need. And then down below, right now it's a tote with his shoes, but normally we have the tote with other bathroom stuff, and the portable shower. I do have a portable shower. I'll show you that after. And then there's a cupboard under the sink, and the sink medicine cabinet. It is a very, very tight space here. And considering Scott and I are heavier people, this is extremely difficult. What I am going to be looking into maybe next year is having this sink and cabinet removed. We have no problem using the kitchen sink to wash our hands. That sink is constantly with soap and water anyways, So it's not as if you're spreading any germs, but it would give us more knee room. Because when you close this door, you got maybe 16 inches this way, and then maybe 12 inches that way. And it really is way too small. So I would like to get rid of that cabinet, because then you can have one leg this way, and then the other leg you can kind of go into that space a bit, and it would be a little bit more comfortable. So I am going to look into the RV places, which ones can alter things. And then I'm thinking maybe one of the side walls for the cabinet to put right over. You see how that counter folds like that? Well, maybe right here, put a wall and then maybe a shelf, so that we can put stuff down there and on there, and then all this is gone. But that would be a pretty big job, because you also don't want to leave a bare wall behind it. I'm sure there's no wallpaper behind it. So you would have to, I don't know, somehow put something, and you got to tie off all the plumbing, and then you have to put something there that'll look pretty. Maybe instead of putting a shelf there, maybe just switch out that countertop for one that is straight across, and then have a shelf underneath. And then you can put, like, I don't know, a bottle of water or something. I don't know. But that sink and cabinet needs to go. And then here, since we don't shower in here, Scott uses it as his closet, because that I'll show you after. There's barely any space for your clothing. Like, if you're going on the road for like 2 weeks, there's nowhere to put your clothes. Like, you'd have to have the clothes in a tote on your bed. Like, really, there's nowhere to store clothes. This is very much lacking in storage. So when you go to campsites, they have showers, so you don't need your own shower. And then if you put a bathing suit on, you can use an outdoor shower and just wash up that way. There's always ways. Or you do sponge baths while you're camping, and then maybe like once a week you go take a shower in the camp shower, or a bathing suit one. So that's just a bump out there for headroom, way up there. And then next to it over here is the actual fan. So there's the fan. And then why won't it? And then that's the bump out for your head. But since we don't use it as a shower, Scott uses it as his closet. Like, I could even take that curtain out, but we don't want to remove things in case, you know, for when we go to sell it, we still want everything intact. The only thing we're altering on it is things that are practical, like that hook on the wall. And then there's a couple of other things. But they're practical things, right? So what he wants to do is, since we don't use the bathtub, he saw online somebody had put a board across it, so you have underneath storage, and then they made a shelf about, I don't know, 10 inches up from the top of the bathtub. About 8 or 10 inches up, they put another shelf so that they can use it for storage, for clothing. So, I don't know. But it's not bolted down. It's just sitting on top of the bathtub. And then, I guess they had 2x2 feet, 5 of them, and then a board across the top, 1-inch plywood. So, as long as you're not altering it, if that works for you, why not, right? It works for us, so why not? I have no problem with that, and it gives more storage. All right, so that's the bathroom. I think you've seen it all. Sorry, I know I'm moving too fast. Excuse me, I just burped. That's our steps, footstool. We use it when we do the front bed because the latches are higher up than in the back. So in order to unhitch the latches in the front, he needs this thing because we're too short. Someone who's 5'10" would have no problem, but he's, I think, I'm 5'2", and I think he's like 5'4", or I'm 5'3" and he's 5'5", something like that. Whoops, sorry about that. He's an inch or two taller than me. So next to the bathroom, that is my bed. So you have a curtain here for privacy. Oh, I should go further back a bit. So you have that curtain for privacy and still airflow because it's all mesh on the top. Then here you've got a fan. Are you in focus? Yes. So this is the fan. It comes with it, on and off, and high speed, low speed. Oh, this is the light, on and off, and this is the fan, it's off. If you do this way and this way, high and low. It also clips on with two clips. So if you want, you could clip it on like that, or you can clip it on like this. And then the light is down here. And then how it gets power is this clips onto there. And that's how it gets its power. Okay. And then when we're not using it, it gets stored up here. Oh, the other one's there too, because both beds have their own. And then here you've got a C port and a USB port for charging whatever devices that you need charged. And then, actually, wait, I missed something. So, when the bed's packed up, that bar in the back comes down, and this bar gets removed so that that can come down, and then it folds up. So when you open it on the outside, you then come in here, you grab this bar and you push it, you attach it on that end, you push it out, and then you attach it here. So it clips in. And so this is what holds that out. And then it's just wood with the wallpaper on it and a foam mattress. It's probably originally was a 2.5, 3-inch mattress. Oh, I didn't even show you that. Okay, well, right there. That mattress is probably originally a 3-inch, but over the years using it, it kind of goes down. I think it's about a 2-inch now. You see how it curves in the back? Well, it's because I have these cushions here in the front. These are separate cushions. See, it's just a strip of foam that goes here to protect your knees when you climb in. And Scott has it on his side also, but because his bed is not set up and he doesn't like using it, I put the other two back there because I sleep across this way. So back there I have all the extra blankets, pillows, on the side here, because there is an area here. Like if you don't have this foam here, which I don't, usually that foam is under there again. So here, look at this. You've got a little ledge. So I put my tote with my entertainment, like my adult coloring books and books to read, and then my electronic backpack. And then on this side, I have a bag for my some of my clothes, like my underwear and socks, bathing suit, that kind of thing. And then here in the front would be my purse, and I sleep this way. So that whole half back there, I don't use. So any of these foam pieces will go back there. I don't have a problem kneeling on the wood. My extra pillows will go there, extra blankets, my jacket in case it rains. I'll have like at the feet over on that side, extra sweaters. And so that's my bed. Anyway, so moving on. Now with that bedroom, whoops, this is my storage for my clothes. Now, I know you can't see much of it, but see that rod up there? That's maybe 7 inches, 6-7 inches. You can't hang very much clothes. And then it goes all the way down, which tells me it was meant for dresses. And then he has a couple of bags on the bottom there. But, like, how am I supposed to put my dresses, my pants, my top, my socks, my underwear? Like, there's no way. That tiny little rod. But technically, now if we move on to the kitchen, technically, if you think of it, okay, that is for your dishes. This he altered. Why isn't it turning? Oh, maybe because of that. Hold on, I'm just adjusting on my tripod. I'm having issues. Okay, so that, he switched out the old electronic for a new one. We still have to finish that project before we do the sink in the bathroom. That hole looks horrible, but he did get a better system, so we need to go and get a radio, because that's like CD, DVD, something like that. And so now we need to get a radio and then have it finished off, like to have it nice and neat and clean. So that's a work in progress. And then there's the microwave, and then the hood fan, the stove. I'll back up a little more. A cupboard underneath, which has insulation and plumbing and wiring and I don't know, all kinds of stuff under there. So you don't really have much storage, and there's no walls. So anything you put in there, you could knock something. So I don't even use it until we get a wall put in, so it'll stop whatever you put in there from going too far and damage something. Then that tall one there is my one burner on the bottom, my butane, for when I want to cook outside and I don't want the heat inside. I can boil my water outside. And then on the upper shelf, because there's like 2 shelves, so the butane stove is there, and then this is the pots and pans and the big salad bowl. It's melamine, so it doesn't matter if it gets rattled around. And then you have 2 drawers. That's it, 2 drawers. Top one is cutlery and cooking utensils. The bottom one is, what did I put in it? Measuring cups and spoons, dish soap, garbage bag. There's something else I want to say, that your foam scrubby. Here, let's go see what's in it right now. Maybe that'll tell me. Oh, the cutting board, paper towel. So that's what's in that one. And then you got your 2 sink. So one is bigger than the other. Here, let me show you. So this is the little one and this is the big one. So you would wash your dishes here and then rinse it and leave it on a rack in here. Or what I did was I had this, with this closed, I put it here, that way. And then I put a towel down. So I would wash and pile it up. And then when I had a few things, I would rinse and then put it here. Like, I definitely like this smaller sink. It's definitely worth it because it limits. I also have a plastic tub, a container that we don't have the lid for it anymore. So it fits perfectly here. So I would wash and put in here. And then if I wanted to, wash everything and put it in there. There's only 2 of us. Pots, pans, dishes, cups, cutlery. Put it all in here. And then when I'm done, I could plug this up and just put water in here. Like, it would maybe take a liter of water, and then I could just, you know, like, rinse it off, put it there, next piece, rinse it off, swish it around, whatever. Even in my plastic tote, I could use that and then just, you know, you splash and rinse. Anyway, so then this is, and it does have a specific way it goes. So that's all fine and dandy. I just need a dish rack. I could even, because I have a plastic container, I could put it here, wash the dishes. You know, when there's a few pieces, quick rinse, and then get a dish rack that fits in here. That way this sink will always be clear. That's possible too. So this is definitely, I love it. It's fabulous. I have no complaints. And because of the flat surface, when you're cooking here on the stove, oh, I have to clean. That's right. I didn't clean after our trip. Yeah, you can cut and prepare all, let's say you're doing, I don't know, burgers. You can mix it up, put it on a plate and put it here, and then cook it up over here, right? So this is, I love this. And this top on it is so well worth it. But because there's no room for spices like this, I have the plates, the cups, stuff like that, which we ended up eliminating plates. Now you can buy on Amazon, which is what I want to get. It's a plate dispenser. Now I forgot there's a light here and there's a plug-in. So it wouldn't be able to go here, but maybe, see, there's this spice thing. Oh, I could put the spice thing here so that I can have certain spices. It's magnetic. So you have the base you attach and then your containers. And it has 6, and that should be enough. Salt, pepper, Mrs. Dash, paprika, garlic, and then one other popular one, probably onion, ground up, like granulated onion, garlic, paprika, which I put in everything. And then even salt and pepper, I could have just salt and pepper shakers on the side. So then I could use this for like Italian seasoning and Greek seasoning. But yeah, so that will go there. And then we want a paper towel dispenser here. And then you can get a thing for paper plates. It's, you bolt it on and then you just pull out the paper plate. So less dishes, meaning less water. It's paper plate, so you can burn it if you have a campfire outside. You can burn it. No, less garbage. Yeah, so I really like the paper plate thing. So that's what we're thinking, to put the paper towels maybe this way, and then have the paper plate dispenser right there. But I do really like the kitchen the way it is. That microwave though, When you're hooked up at a campsite, it's good to have. And as far as I know, other than, see, there's also the solar panels, what am I thinking? Batteries. Solar batteries? Lithium batteries. Battery packs. You know what I mean. I struggle with words. All right, so those battery you can get that are like 1,000 watt or 2,000 watt. If you can get a 2,000 watt one, yeah, it's pricey, but it's good for like what, 20 years, 15 years. So many cycles, I know. Then, you know, if you're not at a hookup, you could always, you know, like hook it up to the solar and use the microwave, or just use it for storage. We had used it for food storage, because think of it, that's all dishes and everything. Where do you put your food? You know what I mean? Food becomes, did we put anything in the oven? Nope. Oven can become storage. Microwave can become storage. So what I was getting at with those paper plate dispenser is that cupboard where we had plates and bowls and all kinds of stuff, cups. Well, if we can use that for food storage, and then the microwave, whoops, sorry, this thing sometimes stays, sometimes doesn't, I don't know. All right. Microwave can be like for bread and buns and the more delicate perishable stuff. And then that one over there would be for, I don't know, cereal, a couple cans of soup, your pasta, you know, stuff like that. So then that is food storage. This is food storage. Your plates would be on that wall, and your paper towel and your spices over here. And then down there, you'd have your cutlery, your measuring cups. You could even put paper bowls in there in case you need bowls. And then the big serving bowl for salad is in there. You know, it's just a matter, what I'm basically saying with all this is every RV, motorhome, travel trailer, whatever, a cargo van that you convert, everything, you just got to tweak it. You go in at once, you don't like something, you think about it, you find a solution, then you have another issue, okay, then you tweak that issue. There's always a solution to every situation, right? You just got to figure out what's right for you. And when I saw that magnetic spice thing, I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't have to put the spices in the drawer. So that's going to go up. Even for the hand towel, I was draping it on the drawer here, which I didn't like because it would wreck the wood. Well, guess what? We had one of those in the house, and Scott brought it out here. So now I can hang my towel on that. I could even put it on the stove, like the stove handle could hold a towel too. And then that could be the washcloth. So everything you do, you got to think. Also, what I was saying about the bathroom, you having to leave the door open when you go to the bathroom. Well, the reason why I have such an issue with that is because if the door is open, that blind has to be closed, and the outer door here has to be closed. That window, the blind has to be down. So everything on this wall has to be closed if you're going to the bathroom, right? Because that's the direction it faces. So yeah, that's why I have an issue with that. Otherwise, you know, if it was a half door, that would be another solution. No, it wouldn't, because it still doesn't give the leg room. The problem is the leg room. Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe have a curtain in there. That's an idea. On the inside of the door, have you open this door and then have a curtain there. The curtain that's for the shower. I wonder, because then we could put a curtain there, and then we can move our knee out as much as we want, and nobody will see anything because it's a curtain, but it's movable. I'm glad I told you about this. I just thought of a possible solution. Anyways, and then we have another ceiling fan right up here. And there is a gap above the bathroom door for that ceiling fan so that there's airflow. And then here is, so you saw outside there's 2 speakers. Well, inside there's 2 speakers, one there and one there. And then that is a smoke detector. And then that is, see that silver thing there? Where is it? There, okay, right there. That silver thing, that is what holds that bracket that opens up the tent. And you know that rod I was telling you that holds up the frame for the tent? And that you put it into the little bracket, you push outwards, it opens up the tent, and then you attach it on this side. Well, that's what you attach it to. That right there. That's what you attach it to. And it locks it in. And then he also has the USB, the black thing there. That's the USB and the C charging port. And then the white thing, of course, is for his fan and his light. And that's how he straps in his mattress. So that's his bed. So for transport, that's the way the mattress gets strapped in with bungee. And it holds that mattress in place. And then if he wants any topper or anything, it gets rolled up and put on the couch. That couch for transport. And then his vented air conditioner. As long as we're plugged in, we can use it. If we're not plugged in, we can't use it. And then over here, see, that's the tote that I usually have in the bathroom. And it is a camp shower. Now, yes, the RV has a shower on the outside. But this is what the water goes into. And then it's this thing. This goes in. You have to charge it, USB. And then this goes in the water. And then this is your shower hose. And this is another shower head if you prefer. Like if you're doing your feet or something, that might work better. If you got muddy feet. And then this is a bracket you can hang up on the outside. And then this just goes in it. Oh, the hose. I don't know. I don't know. We never use it. But yeah, and then it has the lever on and off. So you control how much water you use. So that's the brand. Can you see that? That's the brand. I got it off of Amazon. And I also want to get a pet bath. When Scott's sister, we had a heat wave one year, and Scott's sister lent us the doggy pool. I think it was because I was babysitting the dogs or something. And I thought about it, and there are people online who use pet pools for their shower. So I'm thinking, I need to get a pet pool, because then you put a foam cushion in the pool and you sit in the pool. You use that type of shower, and then when you're done, you just open the plug and the water drains out of the pool. But it collapses really, really small. So I want to add that to this. And then You know, even if I get my driver's license and I decide to go camping somewhere, Fish Creek Park or something, you know, a wildlife park, I could take a shower that way. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in public, well, if it's outdoors, you keep your bathing suit on and you give yourself a shower. Anyways, and then there's our fire extinguisher and the drill he uses for the 4 jacks for the RV to level it. He uses that with his special attachment and his gloves. And that's it. There you go. That's our RV. I hope you enjoyed this video. There, we'll end it with that view. Oh, there's a heater too, right there. Yeah, and then there's another vent there. I don't know. All that electronic stuff I leave up to him. He understands it better. I don't need to. All right. Enjoy. No. Do what makes you happy. There we go. Do what makes you happy and everything else will fall into place. And you take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will speak to you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.